a very popular, a very conscientious, and a very thoughtful face to all of us from Sanket. Floor is yours.
You see, generally it is expected that when you say that here is a journalist who left a television channel and started a digital venture, it is quite obvious and normal to assume that he wasn't having his say in TV because TV has become like this, TV has become like that. But may I please tell everyone, I am not looking for anyone's pity. I have not done this or taken this decision out of, a problem. It is something whose time had come. In fact, I think the time had come yesterday. I should have taken this decision long ago. Anyway, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Let me first start by using a word that Dr. Chatterjee used. Towards the end of your speech, you said there is nothing absolute. All of what I will say right now is to do with that word. See, a debate like this is very, very good because as an anchor, as a TV news presenter who used to anchor the oldest running debate show on Indian news television, I'm sure you all must have watched it, called The Big Fight. This is on the English channel, and on the Hindi channel of the same group. I also was the host to the oldest running debate show on Indian news television in Hindi. The name of that show was Muqabla. So I know debates are very, very important. In fact, in one of the promo lines, we also used to say that debates are essential not just for discussion, but for humanity. It ignites our mind, opens your mind up for different views, opinion of different hues. And in that context, I feel that this debate has done great justice to the spirit of journalism. And I do not think that journalism only and only pleases, which is why it would be only natural to assume that because I'm sitting here or because I quit a big channel which has very recently been taken over by a new boss, so it is a very safe assumption that this is the reason why he has quit. And yet I find myself on this side because I don't think that we must indulge in any form of absolutism. I don't think we should expect that journalists must be absolute in their opinion. Let me break this up in two parts. Number one, as a journalist, I'm supposed to only consider one thing absolute, that is the fact of a story. As a journalist, I'm also supposed to have an opinion. As a person who used to host these two very important shows, I had an opinion. I'm not going to sit there as a doorknob. You tell what your opinion is, you tell me what you... In fact, Dr. Sarkar right here in the middle, did you notice what he was doing? After each and every speaker, he gave his own 2 bits. That's a thinking man. That is, congratulations, a very good journalist. Thank you. So as a journalist, I'm supposed to have an opinion. There is only one condition in which I will have no opinion, or I will be truly neutral. This is a wrong assumption to expect that journalists must be neutral. You know that one condition when an individual, forget journalists, one condition where an individual will become truly neutral. Anyone? Thank you. The day you are dead, that is when you become truly neutral. Till that day, you will have opinions. Let those opinions be based on absolute facts. The problem is that the opinion has become absolute. The fact is, you retrofit that fact. And this is equally applicable across the board. Which is why what I will do is, since I have the advantage of having heard each and every person, and I found this very interesting, and this is not a commentary on their arguments, but today when I saw Saket for the first time, I found him really bulky, and Dr. Ranganathan is lean and thin. This is not a, not a commentary on their, the arguments that they place. So Paranjay Da said, journalism is to speak truth to power. Paranjay Da, I say, that is not my job as a journalist. My job is to speak the truth, whether to power or to anyone. If you, for instance, are not saying something right, it will be my duty as a journalist to correct you, question everyone, question everything. We had Mayuri also who said, who used the word provocation. Now the thing is, it is very important for me to provoke, and not the sort of provocation that will lead to riots on streets or spread hate. When you ask a provocative question, it evokes a response. You get a response. So in that context, it is important for a journalist to provoke. So if a journalist is doing that, I don't think he is pleasing. This is a form of presentation. We had Dr. Ranganathan who spoke about various social media platforms and digital options being available. That's where you can find our new enterprise also. So I would only say that, you see, as a working journalist, and I'm sure there will be a lot of people here who are observing journalists from the outside, and then some youngsters who would like to take up journalism. Please don't get into this debate so very early on. Try to look at a situation where there are different points of view on display. The only thing that you must question is the fact of the argument that is being made. The fact has to be absolute. So if in that context an opinion is being made, it is good. Sanket Upadhyay spoke about anchors becoming party to a conversation. Why should they not become a party to a conversation, Sanket? Okay. Even if that is the case, if Sanket says that you should not become a party, here is what my opinion is. Certain facts of a story will force me to opine twice in favor of Sanket Upadhyay or 2 times in favor of Priyanka Tibrewal's party, 3 times in favor of what I feel is accurate and nobody is raising that point, which is where the whole point of absolutism comes in. In your opinion, to think that a person must be absolute, that he should not have an opinion at all, this is a very absolute thought.
I said political party.
That is okay. My point is, even if, suppose if I don't agree with you, and you and I have had great disagreements in the past also, and that too on Twitter. But that's okay. I'm not supposed to agree with you. Similarly, I'm not supposed to agree with you. Why is there this moral compulsion that I should agree with someone or disagree with someone, and that too with absolutism? No, I will not. That is not my job. In that context, it is not my job to please. And I don't think a lot of these people are doing it. And even if they are doing it, that it is their right to believe in what they are believing. To say media should be independent or independence of the media, I don't understand these things. If I can back up my thought with a very, very logical reasoning and facts, I think I should be entitled to believe whatever I believe in. That's the point that I want to make. There was a lot of Telegraph bashing that happened here. I have only 15, 16 seconds. You see, absolutism is that Telegraph is very bad, right? Telegraph is pillion riding on criticizing the government here on the back of Dr. Ranganathan or Sai Deepak. See, this is a very popular thing to say. You know what will be the right thing to say, which is not very popular? A Telegraph which is accused of being pro-state government is the same organization which owns a television channel which does the exact, or is accused of doing the exact opposite. How convenient. Now, this is a very unpopular thing to say. Nobody wants to hear this. But as a journalist, I feel it is my duty, and which is our motto right here on the red mic. It's a new venture that we have started. All we want to say is that as journalists, I have to say what is right and not what is popular. Because what is right will always remain right. But if you start chasing popularity, unfortunately, what will happen is that you will lose sight of what is right. Thank you.